episode 2 of my so-called whatever. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brooke.
Episode 2. Episode 1 was a little rough.
Episode 1 was a lot rough. That's okay.
Episode 2 might be rough too.
Episode 2 will be rough.
But you know what we're going to talk about today?
Nikki's super excited about this.
We're going to talk about New Kids on the Block. Yay!
Yay!
I'm so excited because, I feel like New Kids on the Block kind of set me up for life.
For life?
Yes.
I don't get that, but okay. I like New Kids on the Block a lot, and there's that.
Okay. So when did you start? What's, your earliest New Kids on the Block memory?
My earliest New Kids on the Block memory was probably, I think it was Christmas, 1988.
Wow.
And I got a tape. I got their tape for Christmas from my great aunt.
Which one?
I don't want to say the name.
Oh, okay.
But I got
No, which tape?
Oh. We can cut that out. We gotta cut that out.
No, that's great. That was great. That was great. Which tape? Which one? Was it New Kids on the Block? Because that was the first one, right? New Kids on the Block.
Yes, it was. And it was almost immediately, I want to say within a couple weeks, I felt like I had...
You may not want to tap the table.
Oh, whoops. I felt like I
know you were getting really excited about that.
I really think that it was just a couple weeks later and I had Hangin' Tough.
That makes me jealous.
So, I had no idea who they were. I remember opening it up and being like, who's this? But I was excited because I had to be because it was Christmas.
Right.
And I knew how to act.
Mm-hmm.
And, so that's my first memory. And it was immediately, I was in love.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
What was your favorite song?
Oh, Lord. Anything that was Jordan heavy.
Yeah.
Was kind of a big one for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jordan.
And you loved him from, the start? You were like, that guy that sings those high notes, I like him.
No.
Or did you, pick him out on the cover?
I picked him out in a picture. I was like, he's the cutest boy.
He's got the longest rat tail. I like him. I choose him.
Yes, I chose him for all those reasons. And then he just happened to have this really high voice. And whatever. Sang like an angel.
Okay. Do you want to know?
I want to know yours.
Because this is embarrassing.
Okay.
So, this girl up the street, Wendy.
Yep.
She, was infatuated from the get-go. Talked about them all the time. And so I was like, oh, so I heard them from her.
Uh-huh.
And, I chose Joe because he was the youngest. And I was like, maybe I'd have a chance with him someday because he seemed like a nice guy. And, this is, 9-year-old Nikki. 8-year-old Nikki. It was, 89.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? He seems like a reasonable fella.
And
he
was
him.
The youngest.
Right. And I was like...
You could relate to him.
Maybe someday I'll meet him. And we'll fall in love. And we'll get married.
Yeah.
Because that's perfectly reasonable. But, it was infatuation from the start. I was never taught how... my mom wasn't, crazy into music. My dad liked Motown.
Yeah.
But, so I grew up listening to that. I loved Michael Jackson when I was little. Loved Michael Jackson. Would kiss the poster goodnight. So it's I always had, an infatuation aspect, I guess. Well, it's not, scary infatuation.
I did too. But I did too. So,
okay. I get... It makes me feel good.
I get that. I totally get that.
But it was, all Joe. I was all in. And you know me.
I was all Jordan.
When I'm all in, I'm all in.
Yeah. No,
that's just how I was.
I was definitely all Jordan. I definitely had a picture of him framed on my nightstand.
Okay, I did not have that, and I'm jealous about that because
I just cut it out of a Teen Beat magazine and put it in a frame.
That is why.
For the record, I also had one of David Faustino.
Because he was a bad boy
from Married with Children.
Yeah.
Bud Bundy.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. So that was 9-year-old me.
Right. But did you love Jordan?
I love Jordan. I thought, I went to bed at night and would dream about the day that we met and got married.
Yeah, like pick you out in a crowd. He'd sing to you.
Let's not even talk about the Magic Summer Tour. Because I literally thought that he was going to pick me out of the crowd and be like, that 10-year-old there, I want her to be my bride.
Yeah.
I swear.
How far away were
God.
you? Because, like, I just have to say, I was not lucky enough to go to any of their concerts when I was like, I'd beg and beg and beg and beg and beg. It never happened.
It was my 10th birthday and I got tickets from my mom.
So jealous.
And we went and we were third row from the back.
Oh no.
But it was at the ballpark. Like,
where?
Old Orchard Ballpark.
Wait, it was in Maine?
Yeah, it was in Old Orchard Beach.
What in the freaking A?
And so it wasn't like a huge venue by any means. But yeah, we were third row from the back, like in the bleachers. And it was probably, looking back, it was probably general admission or something.
It was probably like $10, $15.
The tickets,
yeah,
they were $16.50.
That's insane.
And I remember that plus fees, but it was probably more like general admission. And my mom probably wanted to sit in the bleachers in the back,
right, to be comfortable.
Makes sense. And I was 10. I didn't know any different.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so happy. That summer they had posters at McDonald's. And I collected them all. And I had the Magic Summer Tour book. And I still have it. And it had the most beautiful pictures of Jordan.
You're getting emotional.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Like, I was a very lucky 10-year-old. And I knew I was. Like, I knew it at the time. I could appreciate it.
It's not like today. Where, like, kids are like, oh.
I deserve that.
Yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't deserve that.
No.
I would so I have to tell you about my memory.
Yes.
What my grandfather did.
Yes.
This is quite embarrassing.
This is a really good story, though.
So my grandfather was the greatest, like, he was amazing. He was a second dad to me. And for some reason, this is a whole other story, but I went on the senior citizen bus tour to Florida that left out of Connecticut. So we had to drive to Connecticut. Well, I knew, like, I was like, are we going to be driving through Boston? What about Dorchester? I didn't know where Joey was from, I don't think. I mean, he's not from Dorchester.
No.
But Donnie was.
Donnie was.
Yeah. Anyway, my grandfather was like, I know where he lives. I have a buddy who knows where we're gonna go stop by his house. I am literally shitting my pants. Like, I am. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like, what is going on? Like, are you kidding me right now? Is he going to be home? Like, oh my gosh, I'm not wearing the proper outfit. Like, he's going to see me like this, and it has to be perfect, right? So we pull in front of, it was like nicer homes, but not like crazy nice.
Not like mansions.
No, but it was like typical,
suburbia.
Yeah, neighborhood. Pull up in front, he goes, okay, there it is. What do?
I know what you
I asked my grandmother, I said, I go out, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, why I wouldn't go to the door? I'm so surprised. Like, did he not think that through? Like, what if I went to the door and was like knocking on it? Hi, is Joey here? Because just so you guys know, if you haven't figured it out already, it was definitely not Joey McIntyre's house. It was just some random house, and he was probably laughing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he just thought it was cute that I was getting excited. So I went out and I stole some grass off the lawn. I put it in a baggie. And I had that forever.
When did you finally figure out that it wasn't Joey McIntyre's house? Or did you ever really?
I never really figured it out. I mean, who knows? Maybe it really was. I don't think so. I guess it's because people made fun of me, like, when I got back. Because it was 5th grade. And I told somebody about it, and they were like, you're a liar.
Well, how would they know if it was?
I don't know. And so then I started to think, well, maybe it wasn't real, But I kind of didn't want to know if it was real or not.
Right.
Because I really wanted it to be real. And I guess that's when I started questioning, like, I mean, how would Gramp know? So, you know what I mean? But if you could have known him, I mean, he just lived to make me happy. He really, truly did.
He was a very nice
man. And if
man.
he knew Joey McIntyre at that time, he would have made it happen.
Yes, he would
He would have. So, anyway, that was my story. But I can remember, like, getting teased about it. Because I, like, said, I mentioned it in passing because I was like not the type to be like, oh my God, guys, guess what happened? Like, because I went to Disney and I was pretty excited about that too.
Right.
But yeah. So, but I can tell you that like my love for Joe like went on a little bit too long.
Well, not really though.
I
Well,
mean,
it still
burns today. No,
it still burns to this day.
not
But
like
I have a quick question though.
Sure.
Because we're talking about that time.
Yeah.
Do you remember the cartoon?
I definitely remember the cartoon. I remember it was on at night too.
I only remember it on Saturday morning.
Why do I remember it being on at night? Was that like the Christmas special or something?
It might have been a rerun or something. I don't know.
Okay, because I remember.
And honestly, I think that maybe Channel like 11 maybe did do reruns somewhere around like Punky Brewster around dinner time at some point.
Yeah.
But I remember the original.
Nico was the dog.
Original run, yes.
Right? Okay. That was John's dog.
Yeah.
How do I know these things? I have no idea.
So, the cartoon was on Saturday mornings, and I couldn't miss it. Like, I could not miss it. I had to watch it. I had to. It didn't matter. I had a younger brother. I did not care if he was watching something or not. I pitched a fit until I got the TV, and I always won. But there was one Saturday morning we had no power. And I bawled my eyes out, and that's embarrassing.
Did you ever watch that episode? Did you miss it forever?
I don't know. It may have replayed at some point, but I never
need
really
to figure
knew.
It out.
Well, how am I going to find out?
You're going to have to watch all of them again and be like, oh, this is the one I didn't. What if they like gave a clue, like an important clue, like to where they were?
To where they were?
I don't know.
And like they're still there.
I don't know.
No,
I think of these things
I was
at
too
night.
old. I was too old to cry over New Kids on the Block cartoon.
No, you weren't.
No, I was like 11.
Okay, no, sorry.
10 or 11.
No, it was an important thing in our lives. It was like all we really cared about. Because let's be honest, it really was. It like for me.
Yeah, I love New Kids on the Block.
My mom, I feel like she was like nervous about it. Like it made her kind of nervous. And like I realized that after I told her. Yeah. I don't think I told you about this. Like when I told her about the whole event that happened, which we will get to eventually someday. If we don't do it today, it'll be another day.
I'm sure we will today.
But I can remember her saying to me, you know, I'm a little nervous. Not nervous, or I'm a little concerned with how like into New Kids on the Block you are.
Wait, was this recent?
No, this was when I was little.
Oh, okay.
And it made me like feel ashamed.
Like self-conscious of it.
Yeah. So I felt like I had to hide it. Like I felt like I had to hide how much I really love them.
Aww.
And it would like bother me when people would say things like boys would say. It really bothered me when Weird Al made that song, The White Stuff.
Oh, that did?
But you know what? Like now I realize like it was like a sign that he like really liked them.
Exactly. It was like a form of flattery.
Right.
Like, or
and
whatever.
But I like really like I would like get upset.
I hated it when boys at school call them New Kids on the Block.
Exactly. And it really bothered me.
That bothered me too. Like that wasn't cool.
No. And you know what? They were just jealous that number one, they were so amazing.
They were jealous.
And they had like super dance moves.
Boys were so cute, such good singers, so talented.
Because it was taking the attention off them.
Right.
But like, I honestly, like when I would have a bad day or like, because I mean, and I may post pictures of what I looked like back in the day. It was not a pretty scene. I was not a cute kid. Oh, good
Nikki,
Lord.
Don't be foolish.
Oh, no, it's okay. Like, I'm okay with it.
No, we were all awkward at that age. Like, that's an awkward age. You know that.
And, like, boys, like, let's just say that I was, like, a foot taller than every boy. I was, like, the tallest person in the school, practically. Like, even including teachers, except for, like, the vice principal. Like, it was, like, so what I would think about, I'd be like, well, maybe someday. Even in, like, junior high. Like, this is, like, we're talking, like, I'd be like, oh. Joey McIntyre. He might come to my school someday.
I wanted them to come sing at our school.
Oh.
I literally had dreams about that stuff.
Wasn't there a contest?
Probably. I feel like there was. Like, sing at your school or something.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I entered it.
I could be confusing it with something else. But
I sent them audio tapes.
I
sent them 2 audio tapes. I have I don't even know.
Were you talking?
I was, yes.
Or singing?
And it's embarrassing. Like, and this, I just now realized it as you and I are talking right now. I can remember with the big boom box. Remember that big silver boom box I had? Like, what did I talk about?
I do not know.
Okay, so let's just hope those never like come to the surface because
I don't think they will.
That's embarrassing.
Nobody has tape players anymore.
I think I do. I think I have a tape player somewhere.
I do not. So, yes.
So then there's Face of Music.
That was the end for me.
I bought I remember Columbia House.
Yeah.
Like we had, I got that. And I remember the video, watching it once. Dirty Dog.
I couldn't watch the whole thing.
I cringed.
I still cringe.
And I was watching Joe, and I'm like, what?
When they played it at the concert, I cringed.
I did too.
I stopped recording.
Did you really?
It was so cringeworthy.
Oh, I was still like, because seriously, I remember watching Joe in that video.
What was he wearing?
I don't know, like a silk shirt or something.
He had like a mob boss jacket on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It was not cool.
I don't know what was going on. I'm like, this is not your identity.
No, and no, and you are not calling me bad.
Okay, yes, that's
like you are not like hip hop.
No, and there's gonna be some people that listen to this and they're like, oh, that was my favorite CD. Like I've heard people that was their favorite, and I'm like,
well, that's fine. That's cool.
That's fine.
That's good for somebody. I'm glad somebody bought it.
We did.
I mean, we did, but I'm glad somebody bought it. Like really loved it.
Right.
But that wasn't me.
But I don't remember. Okay, so I remember. I will tell you the one thing I remember very well was watching John on Oprah. That I can't even watch it. I can't.
That was so difficult.
I was sobbing. I was sobbing.
When was that? What year was that?
Ugh,
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now.
But I can remember. I mean, I think that was before Dirty Dog.
No,
it wasn't.
No, it was. That was more recent. That was 2000.
Shut up,
Jonathan. Okay, here we go.
So if you haven't seen this, it is
you can look it up on.
Yeah, and it just. I mean, I really felt for John.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, and not knowing any of the history of why they broke up. I always thought that was the reason why. But I was watching Behind the Music or something, VH1 Behind the Music, and they asked him to leave.
2001.
That's insane because I remember watching that. I want to say you and I watched it together. I want to say that we sat in my parents' living room doing what we did in my parents' living room in 2001. And we watched that together.
I remember watching that, and it was so...
I sobbed.
Sad. It was so sad.
I know we watched it together. I want to put money on it that we watched it together. Because we, taped it.
Throw some money on it.
Right. Just let's talk about it. Let's talk about Bands Reunited, because I'm serious, you guys. That, bothered me for a very long time. It, bothered me, and I it was so bad that I blocked it, because I always thought that, Jordan was the one that said no, he didn't want to reunite. So I was like, Jordan.
No, he was down with it,
I think it was Joe that didn't want to do it.
Yes, because around that time, Joe was having a little bit of success on, Broadway or something.
Oh.
He's so fantastic.
That's what Brooke and I say when he does his,
He goes off on his fantastic.
Yes. We're like, oh, Joe is being fantastic again.
Yeah.
There he goes. Okay, I just watched one of the videos of the concerts, and when he did Twisted.
Yeah.
What was going on there?
Wait, which tour?
Mm-hmm.
Which tour?
I think it was the main event. And he had white pants on, and there was no shirt on, and he was barefoot.
Oh Lord.
And
wait, he did that during Twisted?
I think so.
I'll have to look it up. I'll look it up later.
He did a whole thing.
And it was very fantastic.
Oh,
that song?
He was
that's
it was
was he talking about?
It was a little bit racy.
Well, it's a racy song.
Oh my, but I was like, whoa, I don't recall this. Good thing there's no one else watching that. Good thing my kids aren't here.
Right.
Because I, like, watched it.
My daughter sings that song.
Oh, it's a good song.
It is a good song, but it's not really appropriate for a 5-year-old to sing.
That's okay.
She doesn't know what it means.
Somebody posted the other day that their daughter was singing. There was I was like, uh-oh. I don't feel so bad.
She also sings Selena Gomez.
Hey, that's all right, though.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
Oh, crap.
It's cute. But anyway.
So, okay, bands reunited. That whole thing went down.
I forgot about that until you mentioned it earlier. Like, I completely forgot about that show. Totally.
I'm not going to lie to you. When we went and saw Joey McIntyre, I thought, this is my moment. Like, I truly thought I was going to...
Back in, like, 99?
Yes. I know that's, like, before that, but I truly thought I was going to have a moment.
So we went and saw Joey McIntyre.
At the State Theater. In Portland. And
we made signs.
It said, "Hey, Joey Joe.
You make me want to play my guitar."
Right.
And he pointed at us. He saw the signs.
And he smiled.
Yep.
And I died.
And
I died.
He wanted us to stay the same. And we did.
Oh, don't you worry. We stayed the same.
And I also really liked his opening act.
Everything was really, Clinton Sparks?
Clinton Sparks.
Didn't he came and, like, talk to us? Didn't he come talk to us?
Yeah,
I have a picture with him.
Yeah, we met him.
Picture.
We met him. I don't know if we met him, like...
Didn't we, like, just miss it? Just miss Joe, though, or something
we
like
were trying
that?
to be, like, groupies.
We tried, but we just didn't know. We didn't know, like, the ins and the outs of it.
No.
We kind of got there when we, like, started following NSYNC. But I'm just going to put this out there, like, love NSYNC and all, but it really was just to fill the hole that New Kids on the Block left. Just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to put it out there.
I mean, but we loved them.
We did. And
if
we
they
had
reunited,
fun.
we would do it again.
But I don't think we would have been as excited as we were when New Kids on the Block got back together.
Because that's just different.
Because, like, I cried. When I found out, I remember it like it was yesterday.
I did not cry.
I did. I remember I got emotional.
I was very happy.
I got, like, I don't happy cry often, but I did.
Yeah.
I did happy cry there that time. I don't do it often.
I didn't go to that first tour, that first concert.
No, that was weird because, like...
I was living somewhere else in a different town.
Where were you? Oh, you were living in Augusta.
Yeah. So, it was just... I just didn't go. I don't know why. I don't know if I could. I don't remember the ins and outs of it. But then I went the following year, and I haven't missed one since.
No, and you never will.
No, probably not.
No, not after this last one. Because you were kind of going by the wayside there for a little bit.
Well, priorities. I think I tried to think, like, okay, what's my priorities here? Honestly. Like, where am I going to spend my money? Like, what are my priorities? And I still struggle with that, as any adult does. Most.
I was going to say.
Most.
I mean, I struggle with that too, but I feel like for me, it was such a key component, not to be like all stupid here, but like I had a really rough winter. And it was just something that was on my mind. Like, I cannot wait. I can't wait.
Well, it's always nice to have something to look forward to. That's awesome.
Right. But here's the thing. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't prepared for what actually happened.
No shit.
Yeah, I wasn't. I really feel like I downplayed it, like, big time, which I'm really glad that I did.
What? The fact that we had Barstools?
Yeah. I just downplayed it the whole time because it was the first time that everything was paid for in cash. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm going to be honest, there's times that, you know, I probably shouldn't have bought something that I did. But this time, it was really good. Like the money was there. We did it. You know, we were able to do it. My work actually paid for the VIP experience, which is pretty awesome because I celebrated 5 years there.
That is awesome.
So I was really excited about that. But, I mean, based on our previous experience, because we had done a VIP.
Yes, we did.
Previously. And that was the main... Okay, so here's where I get confused.
That was the main event.
All right. That was the one with 98 Degrees.
And Boyz II Men.
Right.
Yep.
So, and that was in Boston. Yep, we did that, and I'm going to tell you right now, it was a bad experience.
I wouldn't say it was a bad experience.
I still was excited, but it's like I felt I was gonna pass out.
Well, I felt, yes. There were a lot of factors that played into that, though. We could have done better.
Yeah.
We drove all day.
Mm-hmm.
It was hotter than the blazes. And, like, so we had been in a car. I didn't feel good. Like, I felt gross.
Right.
And then we go meet them, and I didn't have the right outfit. Because, like, I had to be, like, we drove. And it was, like, we didn't set it up very well.
No.
And that was a learning experience.
We won't do that again because this past one was like, couldn't
perfect.
be any more perfect.
It was perfect. We were relaxed. We were refreshed.
We had decided, Brooke, you already made the decision that we were going to stay the night before,
Yes.
which I'm so glad.
Yes.
And it was not rushed. We were on time. We had time to like ourselves to enjoy it. I didn't feel rushed at all. Like at all.
Like
through the whole
sleep
thing.
in, we could do whatever.
Right.
We didn't have kids. It was wonderful. And it was overall just a better experience this time. I don't think that it was bad the first time. I think we could have done things differently.
Yeah.
Now, I still enjoyed the concert. The concert was amazing.
And they let us go. I mean, the security guard
let us go right up to the front.
Right. He was awesome. And
he was awesome.
There were seats that were empty that never were filled when we were up there. Yep. And so we had actually stuck around to do something at that concert. Some girl. Story. Yeah, it's a long story. We'll get into it maybe another time. But anyway, we had gone on front and it was insane.
Yeah.
Until I dumped beer all over you because I jumped up for that stupid rose.
That's
and this time I just sat there and he threw them at my head. And then I got a pity rose.
I got a pity rose from one of the friends that we made because I didn't get a rose.
And she was so nice.
Which was fine. Like, honestly.
But she was just so sweet.
She was like, reach for a rose.
My cat's going to eat it.
I didn't try to get a rose.
But I was just like going like this and he kept throwing them and hitting me in the head with it. So I was like, all right.
People behind you.
I was like, all right. He can tell because here's the thing. I was wearing a Joey McIntyre shirt. So obviously I was not there for him.
Well, nobody.
Well,
I'm not going to say. I'll say it. Nobody was, really.
No.
I mean,
I'm going to be honest with you.
Money.
Wasn't really, like, Boyz II Men are okay.
They were fine. They were fine. Great, but
I wasn't there for them.
No.
I wasn't there for Paula Abdul.
No. And I like Paula. Paula, you're great.
She's great. And, people said, oh, she's lip syncing, whatever. Who cares?
Who cares? You know what?
She's 40, 50 years old?
I went to Britney Spears in Las Vegas last couple months ago.
It was friggin' amazing, wasn't it?
She lip synced the whole thing, but she also dances her ass off.
Right.
And so did Paula.
Right.
And Paula's like 60.
They can't all be like new kids. They can't all be like them. I'm sorry. Holy cow. They cannot be all like them. And that is why we love them so much.
Right.
So should we just get into it? I think we should. I think we should get into
You go.
The whole experience. I think we should talk about the whole experience.
The whole thing?
Yeah, I just think we should. Right. I mean, it's fine that this is a little bit longer. I mean, normally we're probably going to try to keep it to like 30 minutes so you can like listen to this on your lunch break.
That was important to me because I listen to podcasts on my lunch break and it's a half hour.
Yeah.
45 minutes, it cuts it off at a weird spot. If it's like 15 or 20 minutes, it doesn't feel my lunch break. So
we might go a little longer for this one.
We're not gonna, we're not here to like adhere to any necessary time frame.
No.
So let's go into it. Fine. Okay.
All right. So we made so let's just first start out with the website experience when we ordered these things. Because I want to go back
to speak to that because I didn't order.
Because I'm going to tell you right now how many times I've tweeted, how many times I've like emailed and talked about, hey guys, could you please do something different? Because everybody's giving out the freaking code. So you pay for the membership, okay? So, and I'll get into that aspect of it too, because like they took away the message boards, which were like a key factor.
It was
for
like
me.
A lifeline.
I liked those message boards. And I've said, hey, I'll build you a new set of message boards. Nobody listens to me. Anyway, so, I joined the fan club. That's so much money. We're not going to talk about how much. We won't say any money items for this one.
How much?
Brooke just... And so then we got the tickets. We initially tried to get them for Fenway, and they sold out. And so then I was like so upset because when Brooke and I did the main event, and we had the 5-star.
Yep.
We were there, and some girl had gone in with her husband, and they had, like, ultimate VIP.
Yes.
Like, and it was amazing. Like, we talked to them.
Yes.
And, like, they got to, like, hang out with them.
Like one-on-one.
Like, one-on-one, hung out.
Or
like,
1-on-5.
Right. That's insane. And so, like, I was like, I turned to you that moment, and I said, Brooke, we are going to do this someday. We are going to friggin' do it.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, no. I'm like, look at me right now.
I know. I remember
gonna
at the
do
time
this.
saying, like, I'm not doing this again.
No, you said absolutely under zero circumstances were you ever going to do that again.
Right. Because I felt weird.
I felt like we felt like cattle.
I felt like I did. I felt like a cow.
Yeah. Like they were herding
being,
us
like,
in.
herded in. And then
like,
I go saunter up next to Jordan, don't know what the hell to say to him. Because what do you say to the man that we're supposed to marry?
Right.
Like, what do you say?
I mean, better than what I said. And I said it again at this one.
What did you say?
I've waited for this my whole life. Like, come on. And then he said...
I don't even think I said anything. I think I said hi. Like,
I remember him saying
nothing
to me was, are you okay? In the first one. Because... I was not okay.
You were not okay.
And you can see the pictures. Maybe I'll post them. I mean, I looked tan, but, like, the life had drained out of my... Because I was standing next to Joey McIntyre.
The second time was easier.
The second time was way easier, but you made it easier. It was all you.
I made a point to speak to every single one of them. Like, the first time when I knew I was going to be standing with Jordan, and, like, this was Jordan night, like... What the hell? Like, this is Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I was going to be standing next to him. And all I could do, like, in my head, I walked in behind that curtain and I saw him and I, like beelined to him. I didn't say hi to any of the other guys.
Well, I went towards, who was it that Jordan gave me a hug when we first went in.
Yeah, I don't even remember getting a hug from Jordan.
And he was like, oh, you're not here for me. Because I beelined, I did the same thing. I was like, okay, but I'm
like,
here.
I didn't know what to do or what to expect.
And we were allowed to say hi to all of them.
Right.
And we didn't know that. And it was crazy. And so we wanted a do-over.
Yeah. We got a good do-over.
Right. So we made friends with these girls that were amazing. I will say it was the best. I mean, honestly, you guys know who you are, Michelle and Amy.
Yeah.
You guys were awesome. Yeah, Amy.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Amy.
Okay.
You made me second guess myself. And
so
they actually,
you would know better than I.
Right, because we were looking for a group, and she was like, "Hey, we can try to fit you in." Like, and they were even going to put you with Jordan.
I'll stand with whoever.
They didn't even care. They were awesome. And so we ended up, when we got there, Brooke ended up, just through circumstances and stuff, she was like, you know what? If you want, let's stand together with Joe. Because she knew how just disappointed I was the last time because I couldn't talk. I was a mess. I was a mess.
At the end of the day, I don't care who I stand with. I mean, I do kind of. But, like...
You knew I cared.
I knew that Nikki cared. I knew that she cared very, very much. And I was happy to stand with Joe or Jordan or Donnie or, John, whatever.
Mm-hmm. So I will mention that before the concert, like months before, well, actually for the previous concert, I had ordered this skirt that was made from the bed sheets.
Yes.
And I got a lot of compliments on it.
You got a ton of compliments on it.
And and so this time I was like, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna get a t-shirt that matches. So I ordered this t-shirt off Etsy, which I have such good luck with Etsy, I really do. But like I'd ordered a bigger size and it didn't come. I mean, I still loved it, but it wasn't what I envisioned. And so I just kind of put it away and I wasn't even going to wear it. But at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear it.
It looked great.
I loved it. It had a big, we'll put some photos on our website. Had a big version of Joe on it. And then I had the skirt to match.
It was awesome.
So when we got to Mohegan Sun, there was nobody dressed up. And I felt really foolish.
No.
Everybody was dressed to the nines. heels and makeup, and here's me.
Not everyone.
A lot of people, though.
Yeah, but there were a lot of regular people, too, in, like, shorts and a New Kids on the Block t-shirt. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean...
But there were a lot of people.
There were some people dressed up, but I feel like Mohegan Sun, because it's a casino, it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit dressier.
And, I mean, it's a different venue. It's a different type of person that goes there. And I think that because there was just so many people around, not just for the concert, you kind of get caught up in all the other people there, too.
That's true. That's true.
That are, like, just there to, like, gamble and whatever.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't think... Like, when I think about our group, like, nobody was dressed up or...
No.
You know?
No.
And kids' t-shirts and shorts and
I freaking loved our group.
Our group was great.
Seriously, it, like, made the concert.
If we do it again, we should plan.
I already talked to Michelle. And I was like, listen...
Yeah, that's good.
We need to, because I still message her back and forth because I get on a New Kids tear here.
No, that's good.
So
the meet and greet was awesome.
Right.
On the stage.
Right. Well, first we're watching these people go in and get their stuff and come out, and we're thinking, "Are you serious? It's over that quick?"
I didn't think that.
That's what I thought. I was
really?
like, "Oh my God!" They're like going and getting the stuff. It's over that fast, and I started to like tear up. I started to get like, I'm getting emotional right now. Like I was like, great. Like it's going to be the same thing. I'm not going to be able to say anything, whatever. Well, it definitely was not like that at all.
That was awesome.
Watched a little documentary that we're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
It was cool, though. I liked it.
I did, too.
And then we were on the freaking stage.
Yeah.
And do you remember my leg shaking? Like, I thought they were going to give way, Brooke. I really thought they were going to give way. Like, I was so nervous.
I liked that we were the last group to go out, so we could, like, watch everybody else.
Yes. That calmed me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
That was awesome.
I think you could tell I was
And I liked that it was on the stage.
Yes.
And then when it was our turn, you went first. You were the first in the row.
Which was, like, nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but you did well.
Okay, I talked to Danny. I talked to all of them. They were all, like, okay, so one of my biggest fears, this was one of my biggest fears, and I don't know if I told you this or not, but one of my biggest fears was that, like, you have this image in your head of how they are.
Right.
And I was really scared that it was going to completely, almost like when I watched Jordan on The Surreal Life.
I liked Jordan on The Surreal Life, but I know you had a different experience.
I had a different experience because, I mean, let's face it.
He was kind of a dink.
He kind of was, but you know what? Whatever. I get it. Like,
but at that age, I like dinks.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, do you know what I mean? Like that, there was nothing wrong with that to me.
No.
I didn't see.
No. But anyway, it was just, they are just the most down-to-earth people ever.
Yep.
I can't believe that they can do that.
Donnie's amazing.
I was afraid that I hurt him, though. That made me nervous.
Didn't hurt him. Why did he have a bandage on his neck?
I don't know, but why did he say "ow" when
Because
he told me to squeeze him hard.
I know he was playing,
but it made me nervous.
He was playing.
Just like when Jordan was up there, I thought he hurt his knee.
I did too. I was,
and
nervous.
Donnie was laughing.
I wouldn't record it because I was so afraid.
Okay, so you were too.
Yeah.
But did you see Did you see Donnie in front of us? He was laughing.
He was laughing.
But I was like, I'm concerned. I think this is for reals. Like, I think somebody should go up there and help him.
My favorite was when you were at the Fenway show and you said that he hurt his knee again.
I took a picture and I go, oh, he hurt his knee again. Right at the same part. When they first came out, oh my God.
On the stage?
Yes. Well, obviously, I've got video of that going, ah!
Yeah, you sound like a cat.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I knew we were close. But, like, they came right at us.
They did come right at us.
And, like, when Joe started coming at me, I can't even deal with it. I can't, you guys. Like, I felt at that moment, all my dreams had come true. At that moment. And, like, that wasn't even the beginning.
Didn't they kind of? Oh, at that moment. Yeah, no. That was just the
I could have never, ever, ever, ever imagined that what would happen next. What are you doing? That's an insane picture and you need to send that to me right now.
I think
because I'm going to put it as my wallpaper.
Oh, good. You should.
Like, just looking up, and, like, every time I would put my... Yeah, that's an awesome picture.
That's a good picture.
Oh, my God, I love it! Ah!
We'll put these pictures on the
yes,
website.
oh, my God. So, that just got a little crazy there.
Yep.
So... It was insane because, like, every time we'd put our hands up or whatever, like, they would touch them. And I'm just like, this is really happening. So, fast forward. Should we talk about the
What happened
moment?
to you?
Yeah.
Yes, let's.
Okay. So, you know, I'm just, like, already just in awe. Like, it just felt like every single part of the show was just amazing. Like, I loved every second of it. Like, it was just every second of it. And then they sang, so, okay, little history. The song that they sang is from Face Music. And
Okay.
it was the one song that I would play over and over and over again. You know this.
Uh-huh.
Because I loved it. Like, I mean, like, till I probably graduated high school. Like, I loved that song. And so they start singing it. I can't even think of what the song, what is the song?
I have to sing.
Honestly, you know what's in my head right now?
What?
Where can I go from here?
Oh, that's not it.
That is definitely not it.
I could sing it, but I'm not going to sing it.
Can you just play it?
Yep, I can.
So, you know, Jordan does his part because he's first. And, like, I'm going along with the thing. And wasn't even looking in Joe's direction at all. Because I was looking over there, and all of a sudden I see 2 security guards come over.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Joe McIntyre is standing in front of me. Now, I don't think he's there for me.
If you go away.
If you go away.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And I really, truly love the song. I'm just getting, like, really crazy right now because I'm, like, reliving the moment, and I really can't, like, talk correctly. So
he was approaching.
But I didn't think he was there for me. I thought he was over there for, what's her name? The daughter.
Well, all I know is I saw his foot in front of my face, and he pointed, like, didn't point, but he, like, motioned, like, gestured.
To the phone.
To your phone.
Right.
Which was in front of me on our little thing. And I looked up, and I looked at the phone, and I looked at his foot, and in, like, a second, I was like, move the phone. Like, move the phone. Something's happening. Move the damn phone. So I'm, like, moving phones and, like, bags, and his feet come on the thing, and then my brain said,
I'm, like, getting
don't
teary.
fall. Like, Joey
I'm
back
going,
there,
what is he doing?
don't fall off the stage.
Am I going to dance with him? Are we going to slow dance right now? Like, no, I really didn't think that. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I truly thought that he was there for someone else. Like, I
thought he was coming down into the crowd.
That's what I thought. So I did too. I didn't. And then when he just sat there.
And took your hand?
Yes, which was, I'm so sorry that it was so sweaty. Like, I was so embarrassed. I didn't want him to touch my hand because I was like, he must think this is gross. Like, that's all I was so self-conscious. And then I looked at him, and that's when you can see, like, I bite my lip a little bit because I thought I was going to cry. Like, I didn't want to be.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Look, I'm going to cry right now.
I'm surprised you didn't cry.
We're crying right now.
I'm not crying.
I'm crying.
You're crying.
No, I was like, don't cry. Don't be that person. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I ugly
There's
cry.
nothing wrong with that.
I was going to ugly cry. Like, I could feel that I was going to ugly cry.
But you did it. You held it together. You did good, and I was very proud. And
I did.
I did a video of it.
And I, like, even reached down to my shirt because he said something. We still can't figure out what he said. Something
Did he say something, or did he just, like, look at it?
No, he says something. You can hear it in the
mic?
video. Yes, and he says something, you got a picture of me on your t-shirt. Something like that. Like, in between the song. Watch it. He says
watch it.
You can see it in that other video that was taken.
Okay.
The one that was the other way.
Yeah.
Something, you got a picture of me on your t-shirt. I don't know. If you guys can figure it out, maybe we'll post it. Let me know what he says, because I have no idea. So, in the whole, like, thing, Brooke doesn't get any video. Because, like...
I got some pictures, and then I thought I was taking a video, and then the actual video was actually me putting the phone down when I thought I was turning off the video. And
but it was okay.
I felt like the biggest a-hole in the world, but there were backups.
Michelle, our friend, had, like, moved over. She had, like, moved over to the side.
She's a pro.
That girl, let me
She's
just
a
tell
pro.
you, she is a freaking pro.
Yeah, she is.
And so she had gotten the video, which we will post so you guys can see. You can relive the moment with me. But honestly, guys, like there's no... And then after that, like, I don't even know what happened. I deleted pictures off my phone. I have no idea how I did that because obviously it takes a couple tries. I had no pictures after that moment, but I know I took them. Like, I know I took pictures. I know I took pictures. I know I took video. Somehow I deleted them. So, yeah, that happened. And then it was just like, still to this day, like I'm still, the thing I think that I'm like, I haven't gotten like the reaction like that I feel from, you know what I mean? Like that, like people don't understand like this stuff doesn't happen to me. Does that make sense? Or like,
I think
my life has changed because anything can happen. I'm serious.
Stop.
I mean,
No.
seriously, anything in this world can happen.
Anything can happen.
But I never believed that until
happen.
this moment.
Anything can happen. And like every day, you never know what's going to come.
Right.
Maybe Joe McIntyre will take your hand and sing to you.
Yeah, seriously. And if you would have said that to me...
Maybe Donnie Wahlberg would grab your hand so you could take a picture.
That was amazing. We got to post that picture too because that was awesome. And I have
that was like as close as I got.
And he has my other hand. He has my hand in the other one. Isn't that my hand?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
You have to look at it because I think it's my hand and he's got your hand in my hand.
And that was as close as I got.
But
it's all good.
It's all. But seriously though, like thinking, like where do you go from here?
Where do I go? I know places I could go from here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no. I'm good. And you know what? Like I'm good. I'm good in life. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Like that. But I'm seriously telling you right now, like never in a million years would I ever think that would happen. My mom got emotional.
No,
my mom doesn't get emotional.
that would ever happen.
Oh, there's stage show. I have an old because I never got the dolls when I was little, so I've been ordering them as I can. So I ordered, what is it, Stage Joe?
I don't know what they call it. It's him in his stage clothes.
He's professional.
His concert clothes.
So like
he has a gold ring.
He tells me he says get back to work, but Hanging Loose Joe says, go take a nap. So
anyway, it was an awesome concert. It was a great time.
It was.
We really enjoyed it.
We did. And
who knows?
I think we'll do it again. We will definitely do Ultimate again.
Yeah.
We're just putting it out there. I'm going to definitely do it. So I've been trying to convince Brooke that we need to do the cruise.
I can't. Like I'm sorry. I know a lot of people have gone on the cruise and they've all loved it. And like, I've read some reviews and some things. Some people have regretted doing it.
Really?
Yeah, some people have regretted doing it.
Seriously, tell me. I'm intrigued.
Well, because it was just not what they thought it was going to be. And I don't know what my expectation would be. I know it's not going to be like Rock the Boat because that's a TV show and TV is not real.
Right. And they do a lot. They like set a lot of things up. And
they do. And that is, I think, what I was reading was like when they did Rock the Boat, it was just for those that were not on the show, it kind of was like not a great experience.
Right. And that's what I was reading too when I posted in the chat.
And that's whatever. It is what it is. But then at the same time, like, again, it's like priorities. Mm-hmm. I have so little vacation time.
I know.
And I do take family vacations. And if I'm going to spend my vacation dollars, am I going to spend it to go to New Kids on the Block on a cruise ship?
Yes.
And not only that, like the Carnival Triumph. Remember everybody a few years ago when that was Dead in the Water? Remember that?
I don't care. I'll put me in Dead in the Water.
But also, like,
I just want to experience the different atmosphere. That's all. Like, I want to go to these shows and stuff. Like, I think it would be fun.
I would be more apt to go to a show in a different city than I would be to go on a cruise. To be continued.
Okay, seriously. We gotta start like a fund. Okay. Send us on a cruise.
Like a GoFundMe. Yeah, no. So, I don't know. But we'll see what happens.
I think we can convince her otherwise. I was like always dead set against it. You know me. I was like, absolutely no. Absolutely not. Well, maybe not.
It wouldn't have taken much convincing.
No, if somebody was like, I'll pay for your ticket, okay.
Yeah.
I think I would feel a little guilty if I bought it because, same thing.
Yeah.
But my husband is very like, he's very wants me to be happy, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Supportive of your
hobbies. of my habit. And I think that he reaps the rewards when I'm happy. I'm not such a bee.
I'm always a bee. No, not really. Just to my husband.
I was gonna say, no, you're not.
Not to like other people. I'm not like one of those people that I'm a bee and I'm proud.
No,
I'm not like that.
Oh god.
But I'm just. So
anyway, that was like our new kids experience, our new kids life.
And there's more to it too, but we just don't have the time.
Right, but if
maybe
you were
to be continued.
Yeah, and if you were a New Kids fan, like we want to hear your story.
Yeah.
Like that girl that posted
story.
that she went to Joey McIntyre's house and like
yes.
Like I want to hear your story. Like first of all, how'd you find out where he lived?
Right. Second of all, how'd you get there? How old were you?
And did he just come out? Did you yell, "Hey Joey, come outside"?
Was he home? Was he home?
Oh, he was home. She got a picture with him.
What?
And I was like, I am so jealous right now.
Yeah, I need to
And
hear
like she
about how
looked
that
good
happened.
in the picture. Like
was she a kid?
No, she was like our age because it was like taken in like late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't that long ago.
No.
Okay.
And like I was jealous because I'm like, oh wow, like did you like cat call him or like, hey Joey, why don't you come out of your house? Because like I don't know. I say I couldn't do that. If somebody was like, oh, here's the address. I wouldn't be like weird about it, but I might like drive by. Because I'd be too embarrassed.
Does he live in a house that you can just drive by?
I don't know.
I
think he
how
did.
How much money do they make now?
Oh, I think he lives in like LA or something now, right? They're all in LA.
Like gated. Like you can't like just drive by and see their house.
I meant like back in like 99, 2000.
Oh yeah, you could be all over that.
I'd be all over that.
He probably had a condo or something. Like, you could just drive by.
But you know me, like I get like wacky. Like I am all like I want to like meet him, but then I'm like, no, I can't.
Well, you did.
Oh, look at Justin Timberlake's luggage.
Let me rub it up and down.
To be continued.
To be continued.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
That was awesome. Visit us.
Subscribe. Rate us.
Yep. Subscribe us. Rate us well.
And like, tell your friends.
Be nice to us.
Tell your friends about us. Most of all, we want to hear from you because eventually we want to read your stories. We want to read all of your stories.
We're going to base our episodes on your stories.
Right.
Like,
so we don't have any stories right now. We just have ours. And I'm sorry, we're going to run out of stories eventually.
Oh, we'll never run out of stories, man.
That's true.
But anyway, yeah. So tweet us at SoCalledWhatev.
Yep. And it's mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com or visit us on the web at mysocalledwhatever.com. So, all right. We will, until next time.
Yep. Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.